welcome to Everyone Racers,
a show designed for the world of low-dollar racing and oddball car culture.
It doesn't matter what kind of Lemon Champ or Lucky Track Dog league you run.
SCCA or NASA, we don't discriminate.
as long as you drive it hard and built it yourself.
Join us each week for tech discussion,
Tips, tricks,
as well as news and notes from the world of amateur endurance racing.
whether it's on the spot.
hella sweet,
Or we're lucky enough in
Chrissy,
Chrissy,
I give you just the tip.
we're sure you'll giggle a little.
and learn even less.
Everyone report to the paddock.
This is Chris.
This is Chrissy. Oh,
I'm Tim,
And I'm mental.
and we are Everyone Racers, and welcome to an Indian episode of our podcast. It's episode 437, and for episode 437, we're talking about a machine that proves gearheads have always been obsessed with doing something completely unnecessary, but completely awesome. The Indian-4 was a luxury motorcycle built from 1928 to 1942. It was powered by a massive inline four-cylinder engine descended from the legendary Ace motorcycle. This was at a time when most bikes were simply transportation. The 4 was a two-wheeled equivalent of a Duesenberg, smooth, powerful, expensive, aimed at riders who wanted the absolute best. For 1936, the Indian-4 had a unique exhaust over intake, aka EOI cylinder head. In theory, this would improve fuel vaporization, and the new engine was more powerful. Unfortunately, this design made the cylinder head and the rider's inseam hot. In 1937, the Indian Model 437 introduced dual carbs to the setup, but nobody wanted it. The next year, they returned to the original design in 38. So if you've ever looked at a project and thought, this is way more complicated than it needs to be, well, congratulations. You and the engineers behind the Indian-4 have a lot in common.
I mean, I've seen cars that I've said, this is a way more complicated than it needs to be, like the Citroen SM. But the engineer said, c'est magnifique. And they kept going.
The Rolls-Royce braking system.
Or just,
Don't
when
get
you're
started.
so into, you've solved this little problem, solved this little problem, solved this little problem, and
Well, we
you
can do
pull all the
better.
way,
Do
you
better.
pull all the way back and go, this is way more complicated than it needs to be.
Yeah. Yeah. Great. So what are you guys working on? Mental.
All right, so we are now within 3 weeks of the Project 213, the Land Speed Carming Gia. We're taking that to Bonneville here at the end of the month. So it's an official event, but it's not an official time trial event. I have been on the phone and video chatting with Jay St. Clair, who has been killing himself getting this cage ready to go, and she is ready. It's going to a mechanic shop in Spokane, Washington tomorrow. It's going to get a little bit more work done to it. The starter, but as it sits, it is ready to go. And either it's going to go from Washington State straight to the salt flats, or I'm going to go get it and bring it down here and do the salt flats. And we are going to get Joe Yance into the 130, 150 club. That is fantastic. I also, Tim will be telling you he got a new helmet. Mine just showed up today. It was waiting outside as I pulled up because mine officially expired last month. And speaking of last month, one of the reasons we didn't have a show last week, a couple of us were traveling, and I did not make it to Thunderhill because on Wednesday, the day before I was going to leave to drive to Thunderhill, my wallet was stolen. You know what you have to get a driver's band?
Driver's license.
Driver's license. And
Oh.
Nevada is not a state where I can go online and have a picture of my license and show that it's valid. I've seen poor Rich have to deliver this news to people before, and not in a happy place. So I have spent the last 2 weeks rebuilding my identity. I've gotten all new ID cards. I got a new license, new retired ID, new contractor ID, then canceled the 2 cards in there. It was about $60 in cash. No charges on there. It's just one of those, you just kick yourself while you're down, kind of a thing. And it just could not have possibly happened at a worse time because I was
Really
supposed to go
interesting. I just financed a new Porsche, and the payments are very affordable.
I love you think my credit's good enough to get you a new Porsche. So that's what I've been working on.
What kind of helmet you got?
So I really want another row, and I cannot find people that are carrying them. I don't know if row even still, or at least
Wine Country has nothing for you.
Well, so not the rows. They don't have the brand.
Interesting.
It's funny you said Wine Country though, because I went and I found actually a really good deal on a Bell 2020 from Wine Country. So yeah,
What you got? That's what you got?
Yeah. Mm-hmm. So I've got a Bell SA 2020. It'll get me for another 5 years.
Yeah.
This one's actually got a lip on it, so I can continue to delude myself that one day I'm going to finish my Formula V. So
We all need a dream. That's
Yeah.
great.
Yeah.
Excellent. Well, I'm glad you didn't buy a new Porsche. Fantastic. Great. Who's next?
I think it's Tim.
Oh boy, so many things.
Yeah, it's been 2 weeks. We've got lists of stuff here.
Yeah.
I've been busy too. I did a 25-hour and 2-minute race. I drove 2 different cars. I had 9 hours of seat time, which was amazing. I was hoping to get more because, seat whore. But there was some problems.
Y'all getting more of those race seats?
We could get more of those race seats. I could just use just a little hit, maybe half an hour.
Craziness. That long of a race and you're looking for more seats. That's crazy.
Yes. So
Makes sense to me.
I was committed to driving Jimmy's BMW. We did a schedule to try to make our second stop during the first shift change for the flaggers, which would have been, so the race started at 11 a.m. and shift change was going to be 7. So Jimmy did 3 hours. And then I did 3 hours. And at the end of my 3 hours, I turned it over to Corey. We were in first place overall. And then Corey got in the car, and immediately 2 laps later, he goes into turn 1 at Thunder Hill, which, if you don't know that, you're going well over 100 miles an hour, and the brake pedal went to the floor. Terrifying. So downshift.
Corey, it's his fault.
Yeah. So like, oh my God, poo my pants, downshift, made it around the corner. He was like, wow, I didn't realize you could go around the corner that fast and make it. And then the pedal came back. So he went a couple more turns. He was like, all right, well, I don't know.
Clearly it fixed itself. It's just
that was weird. Did I miss the pedal? Like, it's
Just
all
keep
the things start
Corey,
happening.
on,
Yeah.
right? Yeah.
Pedal to the floor
good.
again. He's like, all right, the brakes are effed. I'm coming in.
Ugh.
So we come in, and he's like, we're in the paddock, and he's standing on the pedal, and the pedal's firm. And then all of a sudden the pedal just goes slowly to the floor. So we're like, all right, master cylinder shot. So we had to source one. It was in Sacramento, pretty far away. So the car was off track for 5 hours. So that pretty much shot a hole in any hopes of competing for anything. So we just had fun after that, which was cool. I did, this was my first 24-hour race. So I had a little bit of playtime on test day at sunset, which was fun. Big shout out to Tom Webb and all the work that he's done in getting the regulations in check. Like, it wasn't that bad out there with the lights. Like, it wasn't. I was expecting to be blinded, and like, no, it was pretty good. So
actually making people like line their headlights up on a board and not have the giant Chinese LED light bar that will just blind your friends.
Yeah.
Yes.
It's so much better than it used to be. Thank you.
And
way better.
He after that race was on the Facebooks aggressively seeking feedback on, hey, how can we make it better? And somebody did point in there that, you know what, this ain't Daytona. Don't be flashing your lights when you're coming up on a slower car. So expect to hear that at the 25 or the 24-hour race in September at HPR.
I don't know if the Colorado racers are aggressive enough to do that.
They're not, but I'm still going
Yeah.
to say it.
They're just friendly. Yeah.
Don't do it.
I said as you flash me and with your lights, you're getting the bumper as you go by. Like, okay, you go right ahead and enjoy your trip around the world.
Pull into the judge's booth. What happened? Oh, he flashed me, so I smashed him. He had it coming.
Yeah.
Saran wrap me. I'm good. Go ahead. Yeah.
It's like that
let's
dude.
do this.
Like that dude back in the day in one of the earliest New Jersey races who used to just beep his horn at people as he's coming up on them a lot. Yeah, that went really well. Uh-huh.
Especially in Jersey. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, you expect it in Jersey. You don't expect it on the track.
Well, yeah. You don't expect it.
Hold.
Oh goodness. He honked his horn at me. I must be slowing him down. Let me move.
That's
So
okay.
So night was great. I got in Jimmy's car. I had a little bit of an unfortunate timing situation for his car on my second shift. I get in we're doing a fuel stop. I get in the car. They're strapping me in. Black flag on. I was like, oh. So somebody blew up and boiled down one of the corners. So I was like, should I get in? Can I get in line, or do you need me to get out of the car? Like, what do you want me to do?
Totally.
And they were like, go ahead, you can get in line. So I pull in line, and I mentioned this to the safety crew. I said, we probably shouldn't do that. If somebody's fueling and
you
they're in
didn't
the
get
car,
dick checked.
I did not get dick checked. And I was trying to tell Tom. Tom was going by, and I was like, hey, I didn't get. And he's like, I'm busy right now. I'll come back to you. I was like, okay, bye.
And you're the person who's done that and knows the rules and says, hey, I'm good, but you didn't do it.
Yeah.
It's a thing.
So it's something
No one
they
wants
should
to miss
think
a chance to get felt up by Tom Webb. No.
Yeah, totally. I was so
Yeah,
just
Dale,
disappointed.
Ken, Tom, Joe. I'll take a freedom fondle, safety fondle, really, for any of them. So,
Absolutely.
So I got to sit in the car for a half an hour. So we were only doing 2.5 hour stints for the rest of the time. So I got to sit in the car for half an hour, and then went out on track. And they do, a couple of parade laps, and then they go green. They go green for 3 laps, and then they do the second shift change. So they can go full course yellow for another 35
Your brilliant
minutes.
strategy crumbling.
this reminds me of our time at VIR. Every time you got in the car, that we'd have code 35s, and Tim drove around with the cruise control set at 36 miles an hour for half an hour.
Hey, does AC work in this thing? Yeah. So my second, I had 30 minutes of really, really fun action at the end of my stint, which was cool. And then at the end of the day,
at your age, 30 minutes of hot action is pretty great. So
it's like a month's worth. And then I drove the Chevy Love again. I drove it at night, right before, right as the sun went down, and hella fun in that car, except the fact that he's got truck mirrors on the side of the car, and the truck mirrors go like this.
So
So
it's like a disco
this is a
all
podcast.
night.
I'm sorry. This is a podcast.
So they vibrate violently, and so when the car comes up on you, all you see is a light. Like the entire mirror is a light. No idea how far they are, how many cars there are. You just know there's somebody back there somewhere. So the rear view mirror was fine, but the 2 side mirrors useless. But then I got to drive the Love again at the end of the day. And so it was the last hour, with the exception of the 20 minutes that Jeff got in the car. And I said, all right, Gates said to me, he goes, go out and beat on this thing. And I was like, all right, I'm going to drive this thing. Like, I'm going to try to break it. And I went as hard as I could in this car. It was like,
but you have no idea who's behind you or where they're coming up to you. So you just
this was a day.
daytime.
This was a day.
I
This was a
missed
day. Yeah. So this was like 10:30 to 11:30 in the morning. And I was just like, let's see what this thing can do. And it's like all of the body rolls. It's like this. The
There
contact
are
patches
numbers of videos of the love just
leaning.
completely listing. It looks like the rolls going into the corners because it's got
So-
all the rubber and none of the sway bars.
No sway bars. So I'm not gonna say this was my fault because Jeff drove the car for a half an hour, but on the very last lap in turn 6, the rear coilover decided to unmount itself and the spring left the chat.
That's exciting. Wow.
So the car
He
came
across the checkered flag with a gangster lean.
like this. Yeah,
Wow.
totally.
Slab.
Totally. We had to shove something between the pumpkin and the axle to get it up in the air because the rear control arm was like a half an inch away from the ground, so we couldn't get it in the trailer. So what did we use?
Wood.
Wood.
What can it
Yeah.
do?
What can it do?
Yeah.
Of course.
Of
What did
course.
you do?
The humble block of wood is really one of the finest tools in the garage.
Amazing. So yeah, we got in the trailer. The thing is it's so stupid and so fun. And when you're passing people in a leopard print Chevy Love, it's just really just.
Yeah, I heard you guys got like into the low twos.
We did a 222 in that. We did the 48th fastest lap of the race in that car.
Which
Out of how
is
many,
nothing to
remind me?
brag about, but it's the
107.
love.
Oh.
And the love is a struggle bus.
Yeah. Yeah. It's fantastic. So got done with that. And then on Wednesday, we drove across the country. I got pulled over in Utah for going 6 miles an hour over the speed limit.
Nice.
Yeah.
So he was lonely.
Scofflaw piece of shit. How dare you endanger everyone's lives?
So the cop was lonely.
Yep. And so
Really
he
needed
gave me a
something to
warning.
do.
He gave me
Oh,
a warning
good.
for speeding and having my license plate blocked by the dealer license plate frame. So
He was really bored.
He just
Wow.
doesn't like people from California, is what.
luckily he was a canine cop, and he came in, and Stella's like barking at him out of the
Oh,
back of the
no.
car, and he was like, "Oh, what a cute dog." So I think we got.
Meanwhile,
we got
Stella's
some
back there going,
credit.
bullshit. This is bullshit. Bullshit.
6 miles an hour. So we got done with the warning, continued on, and then took a rock to the windshield. So I have a crack that I marked each day with a Sharpie.
Oh no.
Omaha, Nebraska, Cleveland, Maine, and it's just creeping. So
Is it in driver's sight?
it will be soon. It's right
Mm.
behind. It's right behind the rearview mirror, and it's creeping down into my vision.
All you know is that it takes a hard right and goes up to the top, and you can.
Yeah. Well, I've got an appointment to get it repaired. This
Repaired.
coming, replaced.
I
The
was
whole
gonna
windshield
say, I was like,
replaced.
this doesn't sound like a repair.
Yeah, the repair is to replace it.
Oh, okay.
So that'll happen on Tuesday because I was like, I could do it today. But I'm about to drive to Virginia to buy Miata from DJ 914 and then go to the Jersey race. And I'm sure I'm going to get like a rock chip in it immediately. So I'm just going to do that
Pistol.
after that trip.
Smart.
So
Smart choice.
yeah, so that's it. Then we got to Maine. I did all the things in Maine, put the dock out, cleaned all the things. So much to do, so much yard work, and
How were the
whacking
mice?
and all the
The
things.
situation over the winter.
I
Back
killed many mice.
I'm up to
many.
20 in my garage now, which is great.
Oh, you got me beat. You got me beat. I think I'm at like about 15.
I mean, this is the ones I've actually caught in the snap traps in the garage. I'm up to 20.
Yeah.
So you don't know how many you have
Yeah,
until
take,
you.
take the mic, Chrissy. Just take it from him.
Oh, you don't
Well,
know how many you have until you actively check every day with 4 different snap traps to figure out how many you have. You have no idea.
Well, I caught 15, but I don't know how many ate all the poison I had all over the place and died somewhere else.
We stopped
'Cause
with
I-
poison. We decided to just go and snap.
they had just like a smorgasbord on the poison and kept going through. Like I went through a whole bag of poison blocks. I'm like, how is this possible?
You got any more of that mouse poison?
Yeah, we have more. And they're just like,
You got some of
stop
that
it.
green stuff?
Right. So that's why I switched to the snap traps. I'm like, well, this isn't working clearly, or I have 100. Yeah. So
I did the bucket with the peanut butter on the can, and then you fill up the bottom of the bucket with antifreeze. So they go to get the peanut butter, and then they fall into the antifreeze, and not only do they die in the antifreeze, but it acts as a formaldehyde, so they don't stink when I come back in 4 months. Work
great.
Caught 9 of them like that. Little bastards. I also have a new helmet for Jersey. I actually bought it.
Is that Stila you got in the fall? Is that the same one?
It is. Yeah. I bought it 50 off when they were going through a closeout of the current model. So another ST5. Switched over my comms, which is now a permanent switch because I stripped the shit out of the aluminum screw that holds the comms thing in. So that's never coming off. So 5 years later, I'm going to need a comm set. Put my hydration thing in, which I used for the first time at the 25 hour, which was awesome. Worked really good.
I have that in my helmet, and I never use it because it's like, how do I get it's just a little tiny thing that sticks in the front? Like it doesn't even reach my mouth.
You got to get a side. They make a side bite valve, so it's like right there in front of you.
Yeah. You could also just give the tickler.
You could do that.
I would need the finger and the tickler to get it.
Sometimes it gets too wet when you do that. You got to be careful. You'll dribble it down your chin. So, speaking of that, Chrissy, what are you doing?
Gosh, that transition's terrible.
Well, I went to church and then we sang in the choir.
Right. This weekend, we had some people over, but I also did yoga at Red Rock. So similar, kind of. Yeah. With me and 1,000 of the what? Why? What? What?
Yeah.
What?
Prom date, not ice cream.
Not ice cream. Prom date, not ice cream.
Okay. So yes, I did yoga at Red Rocks, which is amazing. Me and 1,000 other people did yoga. It was cool. Did a lot of chicken maintenance, and we had some people over on Saturday or Friday, and then went over to our neighbor's house on Sunday. Yeah, pretty much. Chris did more work.
Yeah. So last August, after Thompson, I went through the Mazda in a post-race repair thing and then put antifreeze and snow tires on it and stuck it in the trailer and filled it with its own parts. And it sat there until this past weekend. And now it has come out and the trailer has been cleaned of all the things that I just tossed in it before driving across country. The Mazda's got a brand new set of wheels and tires because the old wheels finally, like one of them had a crack in it. They'd been hit so many times. It's like wheels are consumables on race cars. You need new ones. So we got some on Black Friday sale. So new wheels and tires, flushed the coolant, flushed the brake system, hooked the cool shirt system back up. You know, the usual things you do to unhibernate the car. So it is back in the trailer right now, strapped down, race ready. Let's go. Trailer's cleaned out, ready to go. I also added an auxiliary fuel tank to the trailer, considering HPR is so far from any gas tank. So I had,
and they will run out of 93 down there at the
sure, yeah,
at the Sinclair.
Our 17-foot Boston Whaler boat. I put a 26-gallon Moeller tank under the seat on that in 22 years ago-ish when we used the boat a lot more. So now we're going to use the boat occasionally. It's going to be on a lake. We need like a 6-gallon boat tank. That's all we need anymore. So I took the 26-gallon Moeller and put a wooden platform on the A-frame of the trailer and epoxied that to seal it from the weather, and put the 26-gallon boat tank on the A-frame of the trailer so that we can bring 26 gallons more gas to the track with us, which should get us through most of another day. So I'm hoping between filling up the car at every jug we have and this ox tank, we can get through a whole race. We're going to find out.
Nice.
Nice.
Not a 24, but at least through a normal 14-hour race. What else? Wash some cars and clean some stuff up and organize the barn to get like the mountain bikes up on racks and yard implements in there and more wheels and tires in there. And there's a whole loft in the barn that had a bunch of storm windows in it for windows that no longer exist in the house. So we got all those up, and that's where like the Mazda's spare core support and hood and door and wheels and the Thule ski box and all that crap live up there now. So organizing, we did that together. And then Chrissy did one more thing too.
I'm sorry, I forgot about this. So I really like to have this, when you do something and you have the immediate reaction of how great it is. 3M headlight restoration, one of my favorites. So we had the Mazda, which is going to need headlights at the 24. Also, the Range Rover also needed it. So I bounced between the two of them with a 3M headlight restoration kit, and it's amazing. Really good. Makes me so happy. Like, I just feel like you can already see how great your work is. That's what I did.
Yeah.
Oh.
Satisfying. Very satisfying.
Okay.
What time is it?
It's news and notes time! The California Energy Commission is considering new rules that would regulate replacement tires based on the rolling resistance. Our link is from SEMA, but this is gaining national attention. The theory is that lower rolling resistance improves fuel economy and reduces energy consumption. For enthusiasts, this is where the problem lies. The same thing is that it gives you grip in the rain, traction on gravel, and confidence entering turn one at the speed, obviously tends to create more rolling resistance. In other words, the laws of physics remain stubbornly undefeated. Not just track junkies, off-road enthusiasts on forums have pointed out that the tires on with the best grip and traction often aren't the tires with the best efficiency. Meanwhile, Mental is at the local Antenna. Practices too. Lilantrera, looking at their mismatched used, which I love your Lilantrera, mismatched used tire pile for $40 each. I wonder if California has ever seen a set of race tires that survived 12 hours of abuse, three spins, a brake fire, and a driver change fueled entirely by Lunchables and the track grilled hot dogs. The California Energy Commission is scheduled to hear public comments before making a decision, which means that the tire nerds, racers, manufacturers, and the government regulators can participate in a favorite motorsports tradition, arguing about tires.
I have comments. I have many comments.
About his little intro.
Hey, the most efficient tires are the ones that were on your big wheel when you were a kid that are made of hard plastic.
Those were terribly efficient because they would when you would lock up your front wheel and then you'd get the flat spot and you'd spin the dunk.
Or you could just
ruin a perfectly good big wheel.
Pedal really hard and spin that front one up. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I mean, the back ones were definitely like an octagon by the end of day one. Come on.
I don't care what kind of tires you make me drive on, as long as I can run all of the regulators over with the tires. That would be fantastic.
Wow. You just line them up.
And I don't live in California, so I'll just go ahead and say this to Cali folks that are listening. You've got my address. Just ship them here. I'll bring them to you at the track. We'll get them mounted. It'll be fine.
Well, speaking of track, Emmett White at Road and Track finally has some good news involving the phrase Florida man, but it doesn't mean it still ain't weird. Florida sculptor Andrew Glubby decided that driving a normal vehicle across America was way too sensible. So he built a giant pear-shaped body around a 170cc scooter and pointed it towards the Pacific Northwest. The rolling fruit, constructed from wood, what can't it do, and aluminum around a genuine hooligan scooter, which topped out about 55 miles an hour and doubled as both transportation and public art. After deciding that cross-country travel in his customized van, quote-unquote van, would cost a small fortune in fuel, Glubby chose a more economical option, riding 3,100 miles inside a giant pear. Somehow this makes perfect sense to him, and the pear even has built-in storage, proving that when gearheads get bored, the line between engineering project, performance art, and questionable life decision completely disappears. And hopefully he didn't go through Utah, because they pull you over for no damn good reason at all.
Well, he can't speed, really, so that helps. Good for him. I like people making stupid decisions.
What a pair.
Right. If this guy doesn't know about Lemons Rally, it's a shame.
Yeah.
Has anyone ever done a Lemons Rally on a scooter?
Yeah. And they literally passed out from dehydration and overheating in Death Valley on the side of the road. And another team came up and it's like, is that the guy? And they pulled over and revived him and helped him because he literally passed out.
They strongly now discourage this, any two wheels, just because you're trying to navigate and drive. So, if you're going to do it on a scooter, you need a sidecar.
And try not to die.
Has anyone ever done it on a one wheel?
Dumb ways to die. Yeah. All right. So Caleb Jacobs at the Drive has some more news you can use. U-Haul has decided that what America really needs is easier access to giant trucks. The rental company is rolling out a new 29-foot Peterbilt-based moving truck called the Easy Mover. And thanks to some very careful engineering and perhaps some creative interpretation of human judgment, you can drive one with nothing more than a regular driver's license. The trick is that the truck's gross vehicle weight rating comes in at 25,999 pounds, exactly 1 pound below the federal threshold that requires a CDL, commercial driver's license. So this means anyone brave enough to rent one can command more than 2,000 cubic feet of cargo space, nearly 12,000 pounds of payload, and up to 10,000 pounds of towing capacity for less than $100 a day. Now, on one hand, that's an impressive feat in engineering and logistics. On the other hand, if you've ever watched somebody struggle to back a trailer at a gas station, the idea of unleashing America's finest decision makers in a 29-foot Peterbilt sounds less like a business plan and more like the opening scene of a Kevin James comedy. But if you're worried about getting all those spares to the track in your tired GMT 400, U-Haul might just have a temporary solution for you. And this is a great way to scare drivers on the road. That's not just the 80-year-old in their giant diesel pusher tag axle RV towing a stacker trailer. Yeah.
Yeah.
This is amazingly terrifying. The people that I see that rent cars, and now we're going to rent them this?
Oh, yeah.
Yep.
Great.
What?
Zero fail.
I'm sure that none of them will ever be overloaded. And U-Haul's maintenance practices are so rigorous. They're known in
their maintenance is all over.
Maintenance practices that I'm sure they'll all be perfectly well maintained.
In future news, one of these things hits a low bridge in Pennsylvania.
Without a doubt.
One
per month.
Per month. Fair.
There's gonna be one that's gonna hit every bridge in Pennsylvania.
Yeah. And a drive-through at McDonald's.
Oh.
And someone tries to cross an old wooden covered bridge in one of these and falls through. Yes. News at 11.
Timmy, what time is it?
Fail. It's time to show me your junk.
Yes. Now, we tell you, because it's true, you can find anything on Racing Junk. For example, do you need a tow pig? Racing Junk's got you covered. Behold this beautiful 1988 square body Suburban. It's Italian. It is
a bobbity boop.
It is only $1,900. Now, at that price, yes, it's going to need a few things, mainly a transmission and an engine. But if you look through these 16 pictures, because they got the pro membership, this thing is really, really straight. If you've got a small block and a turbo 350 laying around, this is a great, great deal. from the ad. This is an actual 55,000 mile truck that had the engine and transmission removed 2 years ago. There is zero, or this is a nice example of a dry, rot-free square Suburban. It has beautiful rockers, roof, tailgate, doors, floors, and is very straight. It was always a Georgia truck. It's never seen salt. It is a Scottsdale level option truck. So it has a 4 headlight front clip, 3rd row seat, power door locks, blue vinyl interior with blue rubber floor mat, AC, and power rear window. Originally a 454 turbo 400 driveline truck with a rear wheel drive, carefully removed, no wires cut, nothing was cut on the harness. Included is the radiator, fan, shroud, drive shaft, got a Georgia title, and it is ready to go. If you are looking for a clean Suburban to build, this one is truly above. And the seller adds, he can deliver it up to 100 miles.
Fantastic. There are so many different engines that one could push in there.
Right. Seriously, that is just, go buy that GMT 400 with title issues there on your Facebook Marketplace for $600 and throw it in here.
Rent the Peterbilt and just move all the components over and then drive it over to Wooden Bridge.
Okay, it's upcoming races time.
Yes.
Lemons is going to be at New Jersey Motorsports Park, but more on that in a second. There will be 128 cars, 30 BMWs, 7 Miatas, 11 Hondas, 3 Porsches, and so much for decent goodness like a Studebaker and maybe a Buick, which I'm driving. Yay. Lots of great themes in the works so far.
Oh, it's going to be an epic race. I can't wait.
It really is.
It's going to be in a couple of days. Okay. Recent results time. So we're going to talk about Thunderhill 2501. The winner on A and laps. There is a group of young people with a dream with quotes. Dick ass. It's funny.
AKA dick ass.
With an, oh yes, they're not as boring BMW. Is it not as boring?
Yeah, it says dick ass on the side. That makes it less boring.
Oh, all right. Fine. Winner on B was IWGF Racing 95 in their Mazda MX-6. The God's Chosen class of Class C went to Argonaut Racing in their Yaris.
Heroic Fix went to Dirty Rick's Meat Company in their 11 Subaru WRX. Well, of course, it broke at the Subaru. Scroozed was our Canadian buddies from Fancy Chicken Racing in their 07 Ford Focus. Org Choice was another fine mess. That's their teammate. Not a judgment on them, but actually probably both. In their 84 Volvo 245 station wagon. Judge's Choice, aggressively 80s 1986 Pontiac Firebird, which is great. HMG.
I'm sorry. That was supposed to be there.
That's no worries. Sorry. Metal, take it over.
Yeah, the regional award was AstroTurf is the new black, and it went to forget about it. And 04 Lincoln LS Halloween meets gasoline was Wiener's Gone Mobile and a 96 Volkswagen Golf GTI. That's actually that group of kids. They are just a great group of guys. Yeah.
350 hot dogs they gave out.
That is so great.
That's all.
And they ran out.
Why not more wieners?
What's good about them is they'll go to the front gate and they'll take them to the people up the front. They don't just pander to the judges. They shamelessly pander to everybody. And the IOE was Viva la Volva and the Sausage Party in a 79 Subaru Brat. Now they had 2 of them. One of them wasn't really a Brat, but it's still close enough to Brat. The other one was a legit Brat. So that's just fantastic.
So I want to give a big shout out to the Firebird for Judge's Choice. This is a group of teenagers that built this car, and we're going through the driver's meeting for test day, and one of the guys goes up and he goes, "Hey, right before everyone leaves, if anybody knows how to work on a 86 Firebird, we got a group of rookies here that needs a little bit of help getting their car to run." So
all you guys just stare at the ground. I don't know nothing. I don't know.
A couple of people showed up, and it was a funny story where they had they're just running a V6, and the thing was it was a terrible car, like a true Lemons car, right? And and they're trying to figure it out, and they're finally like just not running right. Like it's got to be timing. So they discover that the 2 and 4 plug wires are swapped, and one of the guys on the team goes, "Yeah, I thought that might have been the case, but Billy was working on that real hard, and I didn't want to like tell him that the wire was wrong, so I didn't say anything." So they fought this for like 3 hours, and the kid was like, "I thought that might be the case, but I didn't want to say anything." They were great. So
what's more
so
important
cute,
is my
kids.
teammates' feelings over a well-running race car.
Yeah, totally. But they ran.
It's just a
Car
little
was awful.
expensive to spend that much time diagnosing, you know?
Yeah,
That's awesome.
so cute.
So cute.
Well, and especially if, they're showing up in an 86 V6 Firebird and they're theming 80s. I feel like they've got the right attitude. They're going to be around for a while.
Let's hope so. They were great.
All right.
All right. Ready to go?
I am. On the YouTubes, Greg O said, "Mental, don't let them tire shame you. I'm still commuting to the lovely city of Trenton, New Jersey, in a $2,000 99 Mercedes E300 turbo diesel that we drove in the 23 Rust Belt Ramble.
Wow.
It's been a great commuter for 6 years. Everything works, but the sheet metal is slowly returning to earth as the northern W210s do. The odometer just crossed 270,000 miles. It is likely to be retired before 300 and sold to someone who needs an OM606 engine swap donor. As such, every season is a gift, and buying new tires would be presumptuous. It lives on a steady diet of free 17-inch tires. For the past couple of years, it's been running 3 Yokohama Flava race car takeoffs from a failed 300 treadwear experiment in the number 609 Focus a few years back, flat spots and all. The 4th tire is a $60 Z-Tex from Thailand.
Front door.
Yeah. The Yokohamas are slowly being rotated out due to their ugly wear patterns, likely caused by starting life with a spectacular tread overheating cycle. Their replacements are 3 50% Kumos, and that Doc Eckel pulled off his son's all-wheel drive college car due to a puncture in the 4th tire of the set. Nothing like used tires on the kind streets of Boston. Just remember, sketchiest tires in the back. Now, the Mercedes replacement will be a pristine cream puff 2000 Acura 3.5 RL with 100,000 miles sitting on brand new Continentals. I purchased it from an estate sale, one owner, garage kept, and lovingly maintained. Swung for the fences and spent $3,000 this time. Feels like cheating.
As you would, Grego.
Greg, I love
As
you,
you
but
will.
I hope to never drive anywhere near any of your vehicles on the road. I will drive next to you on a racetrack, but nowhere near any of your road cars.
As you would, Greg.
No way.
Wow.
Well, on the Instas, some guy named Timberman doesn't know the difference between a raccoon and a trash panda. Same thing, by the way.
Oh, there was a ton of messages on the IG, not about the episode. Great stuff, y'all. Keep finding them on the web. The unhinged bumper stickers are pretty damn good.
So yeah, these were. Yeah.
Oh,
We can't read these.
I can't read any of them. Yeah,
Hunk, if you're a good boy, I can read that one.
yeah, I guess. Yeah, adults on board. We want to live too. Nope, can't read that one.
Well, that was straight out of the limo right there.
Yeah, this is great. So, yep, watch this. This is fantastic.
The $1.50 dog from the.
Oh, man. Don't tell me you have rabies.
Yeah.
Wow.
These are so good.
They're so good.
They're so good.
If you're listening to this,
Hang on, that's what-
go on YouTube and watch this section.
Last one was please be patient. I've got a pot of soup. That's a Jeff Wakeman throwback right there.
Do we also know? In reference to the tuk-tuk?
What?
No.
No. This not for your work. Chrissy has a little like 3-wheel scooter at work that they use to drive between the different spots in the plant, and she keeps putting terrible bumper stickers in the back of it. So
No. I keep putting work appropriate, funny bump magnets on them. So if it's a work truck, I take them all off. People take them all off, whatever. So I have things like I'm speeding because I'm late for my cat's dance recital. So like I'm going for things that are like not offensive to most. So here's a note to people that might be judging or that we're judging next weekend. If you have something that is appropriate, that is funny and
weird,
slightly offensive, might be okay.
Yeah. There you go.
Nothing that causes HR problems. Like, for example, at Road America, someone gave us "Stupid driver, please be patient" stickers. So, of course, one of those is on the Tuk Tuk now.
Oh, yeah. Perfect. Yeah. Got to have that one.
All right. What are you ready for, Chrissy, now?
You do it. You have the microphone.
It's my topic time! We are headed.
Chris doesn't want to share because he'll shout because he'll freak people out in the.
No,
place.
We are headed to New Jersey Motorsports Park in 2 days. It is currently Tuesday, June 2nd.
You can also say that this is why we're sharing microphones, because we're both in New Jersey already visiting family, and so that's why we're being weird.
Yeah, we flew into New Jersey today from Denver, had a fine flight, got a fine rental car. And I'm not even going to make you play guess the rental car, because when National has the full lot of stuff, we pick the Mazdas whenever we reasonably can. And so we have a almost brand new CX-50.
So my nephew looks out the window and he's like, he's 6 and loves cars. This Mazda is so sick.
He watches a little too much YouTube.
Awesome.
So, yep. But he knows what it is. He's like, oh, it's a CX-50. This is a great car. Right? Yeah.
Pretty sick, apparently.
Yep. Okay. All right. So we are so excited to be joining you all at New Jersey. This is the first New Jersey race that has ever been run that Chrissy and I have not driven in. So we're coming back to judge all of you fools, and so excited about it.
You shouldn't be.
Well, it's a thing. We know everybody. No one's going to get over shit on us. We know who you are. Now, an early lead for the judge's attention, I will say, Premature Apexers have released an album, and they've given away signed guitars already. You can still find signed cassettes. Now, this is all AI, clearly, but it's been done with love and care. And this was not just AI. This is someone wrote these things too, and this is good.
Yes.
There's a lot of fun stuff in there. So looking forward to seeing what else.
Aren't they doing the potluck too?
They are doing the potluck. Yeah, they're leaning in hard. Once there's a vacuum created, somehow people are trying to fill that vacuum. So let's see how that goes. But yeah, we're so excited to be there. We'll see you on Thursday. And Thursday, the gates open at 7 p.m. apparently. Now, historically, they say this, and usually there ends up being just a really big line in the 3-lane entranceway to NJMP. And then people just hang out and drink beers and have a nice time in line. And often they open the gates before 7. So
these guys are getting drunk. Get them out. Get them out of here. Get them out. They're in the way. Yeah.
Yeah. It depends on who's in there and if they're leaving early or not. What one hack some of our team has figured out is if they say, no, we're going to the pub. You go to the pub.
Don't do that.
Yeah.
Don't do that.
Anyway.
They're not going to be there, so you can say it.
Yeah, well, they do legitimately go to the pub.
You're not going to the paddock. You're going to the pub. Yeah,
they are going to. They were right.
But they also
they go to the pub. It's fine. Anyway, they're not there. And this year, I'm going to give you guys another NJMP hack, because when we get to the weather, we'll know it's going to be a little warm. And the hack being that anyone who is paid for camping has access to the NJMP clubhouse. The clubhouse has a pool. So, go to the
Bring
pool.
your Speedo.
Seriously, if you don't have your bathing suit packed, bring it, because go to the NJMP pool if you're camping when it's warm.
All right,
we're just going
to release this episode tomorrow. Get everybody
right now. I'm not telling people. We haven't been telling people this in the past because we didn't want everyone to go up in the pool with us because you're all a dirty, gross dudes. So now we're not going to be the ones in the pool because we have a hotel, and we can tell you that
a pool is not a replacement for a shower. I'm just
no,
it's not.
It is not.
All right,
so say that as a pool owner.
It's a pre-shower.
I mean, some of our team think our hot tub is a replacement for a shower, but the hot.
No.
Right.
The hot tub is a cause for the
He
shower.
might be one of them.
The hot tub is going to be there this weekend, so that's all right. So anyway, Thursday, gates open 7 to 10 in theory, possibly before 7. After 10, no armband, no entry, no exceptions, and they are serious about this at NJMP. So be the one speeding to get there before 10 if you need to.
They're super serial.
All right. Now, the very next day, the gates will open at 7 a.m. And then from 9 to 5, they've got the optional test day that is being hosted by NJMP. It's $450, up to 15 drivers. $50 if you didn't buy it ahead of time.
15 drivers. Does everyone get 2 laps?
Yeah, exactly. Now, if you're going to register and you want to get more info, the motorsport.reg link to that track day is in our show notes. Also that day from 11 to 5 is going to be BS and TAC. You are assigned specific pit times that do not understand how non-rookie teams show up and go, we have an assigned pit. What? We have a tech time? What? That's your time.
It's been this way since COVID, people.
It really, really has. And it's way better. Now, the change this year is the times are posted on the event page. And because we're good people, we also have that link in our show notes. So you can even just click on this as you're listening to it and be like, oh, hey, you guys know we're supposed to tech at like 1:30. So that's that.
We did.
Yeah. Now, also 11 to 5, gear tech. You got to do that. At 6 p.m. to 7:30 p.m., you got to wait for the announcement, is going to be a track walk Friday night. You are not allowed to have any motorized vehicles on the track. 9 p.m. Friday night, the gate closes. No armband, no entry. As he mentioned, they're not playing around on this one. And then Saturday, 7 a.m., the gate opens. 9 a.m., mandatory drivers meeting. 9:30, grid time. So you want to be on there. And then from 10 to 6 is race session 1. An hour later, gates closing. All right. And the potluck is that night. Now, I could not find the link to the potluck for the sign up and all of the kind of stuff, but as much as they're promoting it, this sounds like a fantastic event.
Working on it.
It's on the forums, I think.
I looked, I couldn't find it.
Oh, actually, I think they only posted it on the Facebooks.
Yeah. No, it's on.
Working on it.
It's. I'm staring at it on the forums. It's right here. Bring food at 6:30, eat at 7. This is normal. It's in the garage.
There it is. So
it's all the usual things.
30 minutes. Just stop what you're doing on your piece of crap car, get the food, bring it over.
Give a shout out to 3Pedal that we're hoping that we can potentially fill the void that they left.
There you go.
They have help, so they're I might be helping them. So
They'll be fun.
Somehow Judge Chrissy might be there and guiding
With a clipboard.
guiding the Utes in yes.
Well, Sunday, which is the 7th of June, the gates and registration open at 7 a.m. 9 a.m. to 3:30 is the race session, and awards will be at 4. And then 7 o'clock, hey, get the Bugatti.
What are you living here? What are you moving
All
in?
you losers, get the Bugatti.
Get out of here.
Yeah, Chrissy and I are going to be pointing north at about 4:30 whenever the awards ceremony goes to make our flight.
Me too.
So yeah,
Me too. To
Yep.
drive back to Maine.
totally. All right, we are in New Jersey. Therefore, there are a variety of stupid rules that only exist in New Jersey, thanks to the Jersey State Police. This is not Lemons. This is New Jersey State Police. So everyone needs to be aware of this. So
Technically,
anyway,
it's the government, but the state police have to enforce it.
sure. Yes. Anyway, so here's the thing. Belts. You need SFI spec belts, and they're supposed to be all within 2 years, essentially. Siege belts shall be valid until the expiration date printed on the label. But that's the thing. If you get FIA belts,
They actually, if you go to the
expiration
website, they changed it. They've gotten a little bit better. That quote in the show notes is from the New Jersey page.
fine. I shall read the quote verbatim then. So, SFI Specification 16.1 from May 1, 2008, SFI Spec 16.5 from 2012, or SFI Spec 16.6 from 2018, all of which are incorporated herein by reference as amended and supplemented and available at sfifoundation.com. Seatbelts shall be valid until the expiration date pre-printed on the label. There shall be one original tag attached to one of the two shoulder belts, one original tag attached to one of the two lap belts, and a third original tag attached to the crotch belt. And I love that New Jersey law implements the word crotch. That's my own implement. Yep. Thank you very much. Number 2, FIA 8853/98, updated September 28, 2012, incorporated herein by reference as amended and supplemented and available at FIA. Seatbelts shall be valid for 5 years from the year of manufacture. Belts are stamped or printed with an expiration year. FIA seatbelts expire on December 31st of the year printed or stamped on the FIA tag. FIA tags are located in each leg of the shoulder belt and lap belt and on one leg of the crotch strap. The point being, get the damn FIA belts, people, not the SFI ones, and you have zero problems and they last longer and they're not much more expensive. So thank you very much. There are also rules about gas cans, and there's a link to we have in there, but essentially they're supposed to be red. And every time you go to the track in New Jersey, you see people with Hunzikers that have been spray painted red and have red duct tape on them and a variety of things like that. They're supposed to be red. Yeah. Anyway.
And some places will stop you. Some people will be fine with whatever you fill. I'm just going to stop there because
we've found that when you're filling your 55-gallon barrel,
I was not trying to do this.
That a small appreciation of the gas attendant skills goes a long way into the amount that they care.
Yeah.
If you go to some places,
because you're not allowed to pump your own gas in New Jersey.
Some of your
stuff. Yeah.
If you, depending on where you go, you might be okay. We're going to stop there because I'm not going to promote where you should go or what you're going to do. But there's plenty of gas in the areas. There's several Wawas. There's a Riggins.
That's our favorite.
That might be a place that you might want to consider. It's very close to the track. It's right next to a Wawa.
Their prices are a little better. I'll put it that way.
And they're great. They're great. And yeah, and Blinker Custard. Oh my gosh, you have to go to Blinker Custard. If you go buy it, it's random. You can't park there. The parking is terrible. The lines are usually long, but it's right in the normal. It's in the corner. You're going to take the left to get to the track. It is worth it. It's worth it. Go.
Yeah, it's great. It's great ice cream. What I will say is don't leave your fuel jugs unattended in the back of your car where they then fall over and the Archimedes principle takes gallons and gallons of fuel and pumps it in the back of your Yukon.
How did we know that?
I don't know. Someone on our team may have done something like that. Anyway. All right. Let's talk about how the paddock is laid out so you understand. You come into the very long entrance road that ends up being 2 or 3 lanes wide before you get to the guard shacks. Now, if you are parked in that line, Lemon staff will be there at the gate ahead of the track opening, so you can walk or scoot or bike your way up there and get your blue wristband to sign your waivers ahead of time. That will help speed everything up. We would suggest you do that. After you go through the guard shack, you take a left and then an immediate right past the car condos, then a right to go over the bridge into Thunderbolt Raceway. So, it's down further, Mental. Well, where is this?
No, that's one.
Yeah, there's the bridge. Yep. So anyway, over the bridge into Thunderbolt Raceway. When you come down over the bridge, you will enter the main paddock. You'll be coming in from the east side and looking at the paddock. And the paddock is split in the middle by the garages in the center. And on the south side has more garages that have essentially motel rooms above them. So the quadrant on the southwest corner, which will be as you come over the hill, it'll be on your left-hand side ahead of you, is where it's going to be the busiest. If you have a garage, this is where your paddock spot will be, is on the gravel section outside of any of the garages that are in that section. If you do not have a garage, you do not belong there. Find a spot in the grass. There are other garages from the center garage on the west side of the garage building. Great, go there if you have a garage. If you don't, again, find a spot in the grass. And here's a top tip. If you don't have a garage and want some space, Go to the west around the garage buildings, and the grassy areas around to the west have nobody in them usually, and they're very nice, and you can man spread to your heart's content and have plenty of room. There are power poles like everywhere. This is one thing New Jersey has in abundance is electricity. They are very proud of their electricity, though, and will charge you for it. There are instructions on how to do this on each power pole. Now, fortunately, this year we haven't heard any scuttlebutt about trying to charge in the garage power. So I think they've solved that problem again this year. They solved it last year. Thank God. Yes. Anyway, so if you have any problems figuring out how to sign up for the power poles in the paddock, call the number on it. But we've done in the past. It hasn't been hard. It's the same system to use at Summit Point, for example. It's pretty decent, but there's lots of room. You just have to look on the other side of the garages most of the time if you don't have a garage. That's it.
Or just text Eric's Rude at 555-86.
So the power poles, I think they have phone numbers on them. If they don't, there's a guy in a green Jeep that drives around and he makes sure that he's going to unlock. If you have a problem with unlock, it doesn't work, whatever.
It's all.
Call the track. Don't call Lemons is what it comes down to. Okay, great. Restrooms. So let's talk restrooms. So restrooms and showers. Restrooms are at the main garages, right? So,
I think it's called the Admirals Club. It's the big Quonset looking airplane hut thing.
Hold on,
on the northwest side of the paddock.
Bathrooms. So where judging, I'm sorry, I'm not there yet. Judging, where judging is, there's bathrooms right there. Women's on one side, men's on the other. Yep, thank you. If you're watching on YouTube, you can see them where they are. They're right next to all of judging. So that's really the best place to go.
Bring dimes for the toll booth.
Also where paddock will be.
That's not happening this time. If you're looking for showers are at the Admirals Club, right?
North.
Keep going north. Go towards the end of the turn, like 3-4. If you go turns that way, there's a nice where the pro shop is. Go to the pro shop. Go to the left of the pro shop, and you'll find restrooms and showers. They're pretty nice. Women's only has 2. I don't know how many men.
There's a shit ton of dudes.
3. The pro shop is also very well stocked.
Oh yeah.
Ice. Here's the other, again, NJMP secret. The clubhouse where the pool is has showers.
Yes. So go get a shower, then get in the pool, then go get a shower, then come home. Yes, and get some food while you're at the track shop. But you have to go out and around, so you have to get in some kind of vehicle or a tuk-tuk or something like that. Yeah, you have to. It's far enough away that you have to go make an effort for it too. So that's where the showers are. They're really nice. They're pretty warm. They get pretty messed up by the end of the weekend, but they're nice enough. So
the bathrooms at the hangar Admirals Club thing they have abundant toilets. So in the morning, if you're tired of the line at the small bathrooms down by judging, go to the other side, and you should be able to enjoy some reading material there without having to stand.
What? Man,
there's a lot of toilets there.
Man work. Okay. Yes.
Well, let's talk about the racetrack and how to access it. So when you want to get on the track, for the race start, and then that's going to be way the hell down on the east side. So if you know where the gas station is, or as you're coming over the bridge, it's down all the way in that bottom corner. We will bring everybody onto the hot pit in that spot right there. But for the race itself, you will come in just on the end of the garages that are parallel to the main straight or the hot pit. So you'll come in on that spot there. And when you want to exit the track, you'll be exiting the track at the tower. Now, remember, when you're driving around, the garages, the center garages where penalty is and HQ should always be on your right. It's a one-way side. Go around the clockwise direction, always on the right. Don't go in the wrong hole.
And penalty is the very first door you're going to encounter. So just take the easy door. Don't try to keep going to a later door. And I assure you, we're going to be open.
They'll be expecting you. It's New Jersey.
It's coming. No, different.
It might be busy.
It's all, yes, there might be a theme here. Just saying. Track foodability. So typically...
New word, foodability.
Track foodability. It's one word. Track foodability. Yes, it's amazing.
Foodability.
Yes. So actually, per our news and notes, we may have a track food truck. So not sure what they're having, not sure when they're having it, what is happening, but it should be near the tower. So yeah, super fun. But you can always get food. I'm there. You can have food from the restaurant. They're on DoorDash, so you can get food and they'll deliver.
It's available on the Toast app and Uber Eats. That's the NJMP pub. They're open 11 a.m. to 10 p.m. Takeout is available, and they deliver over there. If you're too lazy to walk or to drive over to where the pub is, they will bring it to you.
Or you just may want to go to the pub by this point.
Agreed. Right.
It's a nice pub.
Go to the pool.
It'd be so fucking hot.
Take a shower and have a real meal, and you're gonna feel much better Friday night.
So yeah.
What are the hours of the Admirals Club?
The one in the paddock is it never closes. I mean, I've taken a shower there at 2 a.m., which is a wonderful time.
No. The one with the pool.
Oh, the pub. The pub is open 11 a.m. to 10 p.m. I don't know what time the pool is open.
How big's the fence?
Do not. That is the answer.
These are lemon steams. There's no problem. I can't.
No, do not. That's the answer. If we're going to advertise these things, you should not be doing these things. But anyway, on Saturday, there's a potluck, so you should come to it. The teams are really trying hard, and hopefully you'll find some food there. So yes, come to the potluck on Saturday.
And another little thing, oil and fluid disposal is up near the gas pumps, which will have an attendant at all times as per New Jersey law to fuel your car.
Yes. So tip them because they're sitting out in the hot sun putting up with this crap.
Sure. Why not? At least a solid cold beverage, something
Seriously.
like that. Something to appreciate what they're doing.
Make them your friend because they're going to be especially where you're trying to get something done really, really quickly and they've got a line of cars and they're the only ones allowed to pump the gas.
Yep. Yeah. You're going to get pumped first. Sounds like a good Saturday. Anyway, so how do you get in the pits for fuel stops? Well, coming around the track, it's pretty easy. Essentially, once you come through the octopus, which is the long left-hander in turn 10, you're just going to stay all the way driver's right. But align yourself up for this as you're coming through that long corner, because too many people end up on the inside and have to cut across an aggressive stream of drivers to get to the pit in, which is as soon as you come under the bridge.
I see, before you get there.
Yeah, the lane starts before the bridge, but essentially, you best be hard right before the bridge to get into the paddock. To get, essentially. So that's why I suggest everyone sets up for it coming into 10. Now, if you're coming in to fuel your car, as a crew, you need to walk up to the east side of the tower. There is a very small hole in the fence between the garages and the podium-ish trailer thing. Now, this seems all well and good, except what happens is everyone walks through this as they're coming off track after just fueling their car and immediately stops in the middle of the small walkway to take their helmet off and recombobulate. No, asshole.
Get the hell out of the way.
Get the fuck out of there.
Seriously, hey, get the fuck out of here.
Right. Wow. It happens constantly. And people like stage to go out in this little tiny walkway. No, there's a ton of room in front of this podium thing. Stage out of the way. Don't be an asshole, even though you're from New Jersey. And leave some room. Be considerate. Thank you. But all the normal fueling rules apply. Full gear, visors down, fire bottle, fire person should be standing facing the traffic, all the usual things. But it's important to know how to get there for you're doing your pit stops. Now, it's a time for AccuMetal 5000.
It is.
It's the Blackie weather forecast.
All right. Now, this is going to change because this is predicted on an East Coast model, and we are doing this on Tuesday, and I'm trying to drop this tomorrow, so hopefully it'll be out there, but be prepared for this.
It's going to be hot.
Yeah, Thursday's going to be actually kind of nice because 86 with a low of 61 overnight. Friday is where it starts to heat up. You're looking at 91, and that's New Jersey 91, not Vegas 91. So it's going to be humid as well. 66 overnight. Saturday's where it starts to really get fun. 92, 67 overnight, but it's going to be cloudy, which means muggy. 70% humidity. Then a 24% chance of rain. And 100% chance of sweat overnight.
100% chance of ball sweat.
Ball sweat. Lots of swamp ass. Wind is going to pick up 5 to 10 miles an hour as this is happening. Sunday is going to be cloudy and only 86, but a 50% chance of rain when later in the day, when the track is covered in oil and all the blowed up parts
it's
that have happened on there.
So exciting in penalty then. It's going to be great.
And everyone's trying to win because it's the last hour and all of that. And the wind is going to get up to 10 to 15 miles an hour. And there's an even greater chance of rain and failure right as you're leaving the track to drive home. So be hydrated and take your time.
Yeah. And we don't want to hear the excuses of, well, there was wind gusts, and that's why my downforce didn't work, and I spun out. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
I can't wait to come in for a black flag.
Oh, yeah.
I'm going to pass somebody under yellow on purpose.
I'm gonna talk about our judges right now, just because it fits in before we do the track walk. Our judges, aside from me and Chrissy, we've got Judge Randy Bish and Judge Al Jones. So no one's getting away with anything.
No, and they're from Pittsburgh. They already don't like you.
No.
Right. So, and especially if this is your third time in, we're just going to unleash Randy on you. Yeah. That's all you really need to know. So
you son of a bish.
You're going to learn something. Pay attention when you're doing your third penalty with Randy, because you'll
the first couple of times you're going to get like the me de-escalating things or the Chrissy asking you what you did wrong. Right. Right. But no, once people get a few, it's Bish time. So
he gets so excited about the fourth penalties. He laughs. He's like,
oh yeah, he's giddy. Yeah. And we've got a nice list of penalties that relate to our judging theme for this weekend.
He's got a whole stack that were left over because we only got to do 2 at Mid Ohio, so he's itching.
And we had a stack left over at Road America too. And I do not anticipate 127 cars in New Jersey being as polite as 93 at Road America. Mm-hmm.
Nope.
Yep.
I'm just going to pop it here. There's a note in here to remind you guys to my favorite pancake mix. If you're looking to make your paddock amazing and make something awesome to serve your people on Friday, I would say Friday and Sunday. I don't usually do it on Saturday because I usually do a crock-pot meal because it's easier, but my pancake mix is amazing. So link in the show notes there.
They're better than Bisquick. We'll put it that way. Okay, so we're going to do a track walk now. This is a fast track. This is a track that can catch you out in a number of places, and it's a track that is a little bit deceitful. So it is important to pay attention, especially if you haven't raced here much. So you three, please interject with any opinions you have. But I mean, I have hundreds and hundreds of laps here. All right. So coming onto the track at turn 1 is the blend line isn't until into turn 1. And a lot of people are going to be in turn 1 super aggro. Sometimes it happens even 3 wide into turn 1. So watch out when you're looking your left mirror as you're merging into the track, because you have a very short window between turns 1 and 2. So let's go back to turn 1. You're coming down the straight. It's a long straight. It's a fast straight. It's a straight wide enough that you can go 4 wide briefly if necessary, but you've got to trim it down to 2 wide by the turn into turn 1, because it actually, the turn 1 looks wide in the start and it narrows as you come through the corner. The track out pinches in and you have less room there. So you need to sort yourself into at least 2 wide. And turn 1 is a not quite 90 degrees. And as you're coming into it, it looks sharper than it is because of the way the camber is and the way the hill is. It's a very, very slight, but it's just enough that it looks like you can't carry as much speed as you can in one. So anyway, you can brake real deep into one. I usually didn't, even in the faster cars, I'm not braking until the 4 or 3 mark at the very earliest. You can carry some speed real deep into one. All right,
go
so
wide.
do that. What's
Don't
that?
go wide.
No,
Don't
don't
go
go
wide.
No, if you go wide, it says there's so many people who've gone off wide. There's a nice ditch off the side there. And I have
Yes.
witnessed several cars go wide, lose control, and come back onto the track out of control and hit other cars. So if you find yourself...
all this dirt right here.
If you find yourself you've gone wide, stay out there and just gather your shit together. Wait until you've got a time to come back on track and you'll be fine. All right. Turn 2 is a turn over the crest of a hill. It is about a 60-degree turn. And the thing is, as you're coming over the apex, you are cresting the hill and you're losing traction. So be ready for it and late apex it, because again, lots of people go way wide on this. If they are the apex, if they crest the hill, they don't have any grip and they slide wide. So I've seen people slide into other cars there. So be careful. Late apex 2, keep your eyes up as you're coming down. Now, turn 3, we don't really use, and Lemon's not really a 3. It's pretty much straight, but initially. But we use the chicane at 3A and B and C. So I guess I'm looking at corner. I'm looking at track worker station numbers. As 4 is coming up there. It doesn't make sense. Yeah, track worker station 4 is at turn 3. Anyway, turn 3 is a chicane we're using. As you come into the chicane at the start of turn 3, a lot of people are going to be dive bombing on the inside and braking too late and washing out wide. So be careful about who's coming up in your inside. You might want to set yourself up on the inside ahead of time. You're going to give up 3A and 3B to get a good run out of 3C, the right-hander, because that leads you into the straight between 3 and 4. So carry some speed down into 3A if you can. Sort yourself out with traffic through 3B to have a run out of the corner at 3C. There's a weird little bump on the inside of 3C, though, so be careful about that because it can upset the car if you're a little too close to the limit there. All right, straight between 3 and 4. It's a downhill, then an uphill. That usually doesn't matter except when it rains a lot. And if it rains a lot, it becomes a lake between those two. And the amount of wake that gets tossed up by cars coming through the lake between 3 and 4 is astounding. I've seen videos.
Impressive.
Yeah,
Yes.
I've seen videos
Very
in cars,
impressive.
people getting completely drenched by the wake.
You also can't see
Right.
anything.
Yeah, and you can't see anything. It's terrible. So be careful of that in the rain. Otherwise, it's a downhill and uphill. Okay, fine. You set yourself on the left for 4. Now, 4 is, I think, one of the most deceptive corners on this track. You can't see anything through it, but you can carry way more speed than you think because it's only a 45-degree corner. Now, you're going to have to brake a little bit, but you don't have to brake too much. But watch out, again, for people who way over brake for this. Like I've been coming up and doing a fine speed and someone ahead of me just jacks their brakes because they're not looking ahead and not looking through the corner. And that's going to, I've had to avoid. Yeah, there's a lot of track out. But you can, again, carry way more speed than you can, but it's about setting yourself up so that you're not going to be caught up behind someone who's going very slowly or get dive bombed by someone on the inside who's carried too much speed and can't handle the corner. So be careful about that on that corner through 4. This is where I lost brakes and the Civic entirely went off in the very, very ample, generous runoff room. So thank you for that, NJMP. Right. Yeah. Yes. Yeah. Chrissy put the Mazda very gently into the wall there when an Evo 8 blew up in front of her at an HPDE. All right. So after 4, you're tracking out to the left, but you want to get back to the right hard for turn 5. Now, turn 5 is a greater than 90-degree left-hand corner. That always slows up people up here. The curbs on the inside are tall, so I would not recommend touching them. The curbs on the outside you can kiss, but I wouldn't recommend going too hard, and especially if you go too far over them, they do have a significant ditch on the right-hand side.
And
Avoid
also
the
keep your
ditch.
hand out of your crotch.
Yep. Yeah, always keep your hand in your crotch. That was the other track. But
Wrong
Oh,
track.
shit.
That was New Hampshire.
Wrong track.
No. It was
New Jersey.
the other
It was
New
just
Jersey track.
Yeah.
Keep your
it was
hand
the
to your
dog
crotch.
course.
In general, you should not be touching yourself while driving on the racetrack.
Different track.
And
Yeah,
believe
anyway.
me, we've all wanted to.
Save it for the potluck.
I mean, if you had that good a lap, like that's cool. We appreciate how excited you are, but save it for later.
Tiramisu? Thank you.
Yep. All right. So 5 is you can get through. There's a lot of times you're going to be going through 5 too wide. Okay, fine, but just know it's tight and the curbs aren't super friendly. So then you get a nice little straight between 5 and 6. Of note here is that on the left-hand side here, as you come up to turn 6, is the flag station that usually has black flag. This is station number 9. Please be aware of that station for black flag. All right, turn 6 is again, not quite 90-degree corner that you can take faster than you think. Just set yourself up in traffic to get through it. It's not particularly interesting, but it's there. And again, faster than you think. You then have a little straight between turn 6 and 7 as you approach the condos and head south. This corner, there's a lot of room for passing down the straight between 6 and 7, but get yourself sorted out before you come into the next complex, because the 7, 8, 9, 10 complex is interesting in New Jersey, and it all flows together. You have to consider these all together, not just as individual corners. So you brake hard coming into 7. Okay, fine. Look out at the condos. For some reason, I don't even understand how, a lot of people go off on the outside left after coming through 7. Like, I don't get it, how you do that. Like, brake late, tuck in fine, and like you have to apex so early that I don't get how people do this. But anyway, like your apex is medium here. It's not a super late apex even, just a medium apex in 7 as you come into 8. So now the 8, 9 complex, this is all on the right-hand side. And a lot of it's full throttle as you're coming through there. And it's about kind of getting yourself into the right position for the turn 9 and 10 complex. I like to start out as the track out on after 7, and then kind of gradually tuck myself in as I get through 8 and into 9. So by the time I'm coming into 9, I'm all the way on the inside, hugging the curb into 9. I especially like to be all the way on the inside because way too many people don't look ahead, and 9 is a decreasing radius turn. And you will see many people, 9 is the right-hand turn that comes into this, not the big long left-hand. Yep, the right-hand turn. And so many people will go off there. And if you look at the satellite photos of this, you will see there's more dirt visible at this corner than any other corner on the track. So I like to come in, and by the time the curbing starts for 9 on the right-hand side, I like to be at that curbing and hang on that curbing, just touching it all the way around 9, letting the people who didn't do the corner right go off the track to my left. All right, now 10 is the 100 and what's this, almost 200-degree left-hand turn around there, right? There ends. Yeah, Tim, what's up?
So I have a passing line that I like to do coming from 8 to 9.
Please.
So you can come out of 7 and stay out left. And basically, if depending on how the traffic's lined up, you can like apex 8 and then go straight, like full throttle, deep into 9 on the outside left, and then get hard on the brake and outbrake somebody that's hugging the inside of 9. And then get past them enough where you can then take the inside of 10 and make a pass there.
That's the line.
Well, that's a line. I think that's a good line for what you're talking about. It is a line that carries some risk, though, based on other people doing it poorly.
Yes.
So,
know your consumer.
Choose your spots wisely and who you're passing there. Right.
Yes.
But absolutely, if you've got, there usually ends up being 2 lanes in this whole 7, 8, 9 complex. So yeah, that absolutely works really, really well. If you're pretty sure that person is slow enough that they're not going to wash wide into 9.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. So 10 is like a 200-degree left-hander. And I've passed people on the outside. I've passed people on the inside. Here's my trick for 10. You put your left front wheel hard on the curbing, not over the curbing. If you go over the curbing, there is a big ditch that will break something. But if you can manage to put your left side tires just barely on that curbing, there's a little lip between the curbing and the track surface, or there used to be. They repaved it. Maybe gone now. But so this is a maybe. This is for every year I've driven here before. This year with the new surface, it would just hang on to your tire on the left, and you would carry so much speed through there.
It's like a divot.
Yeah.
That would just carry your wheel. It's a divot. It would carry your wheel.
It's like the rally version of ditch hooking, but it's not that big a ditch. It's just a little bit of a ditch. It's just a little tiny lip, but it was amazing how much speed you could carry through there. So kind of go slowish into 10 so you can set up. Yeah, seriously.
Do a track walk.
Go slowish into 10 so you can power out of 10, because so many people do 10 wrong again because they're not looking up. They don't power out of 10. And then you're just going to get stuck behind them coming out of 10, or you're going to just be able to blast past them. Depends on where you are in your traffic and which lane you're in. So, gosh. All right. Turn 11 is just a little right. Turn 11A is just a little left. It's a little zigzag. But
it's a modulator gas.
Yeah, it's well, it depends. If you come out of 10 correctly and there's no traffic in front of you, you can just hammer down through that stretch. Sure. But it's all about traffic management, and the 11 and 11A.
Pitting out.
Some people are pitting out. A lot of people do 10 poorly and are just going to be slow and in the way. So again, traffic management. You're then going to come under the bridge, and on their side of the bridge is a, I guess a 30-degree right-hander onto the main straight. You don't have very good visibility there, so please look up as much as you can, but know that the curbing on the inside after you come under the bridge, it's a very wide curb, and it's very friendly. You can put...
The what?
Yeah, pretty much. You as long as you keep your left side tires on the black part of the track, you can put so much of the car over that curbing, you'd be amazed. And
eyes up here.
That's what I just said. Yep. It's important to have your eyes up as you come under the bridge, because
there's a American flag that usually is right at the start finish. I usually like to look up there and try to find that, because I tend to look at that apex, and I feel like looking at that will make me go faster.
I have witnessed several crashes here that could have been avoided by people looking up. Several. So please look up as far as you can, because you are coming under this bridge. You can't see as much, and you are hammering on the gas, and you are going quickly. And if something hasn't gone well in the car in front of you, you can hit them with a lot of speed. So please look up as much as you can around 12. Then you're under straight, and you can go 3 wide regularly, occasionally 4, and watch out for black flag again at start finish. Anything else?
That's great. So there's an addition this year that we're not doing.
Correct, which make the track so much worse, frankly, in my opinion.
Totally agree. But just for those of you that have been there before, just notice that it's there. It's between 9 and 11, and don't go that way.
No, it cuts off the turn 10 octopus.
Why would you?
Oh, that's awful.
Why would you do that? Right, because
that's the strategy right there.
Because people in BMWs want to go faster, and that corner takes too long. No, that's one of the best corners on the track, and separates the people with skill from people without skill. So if you like,
and I've noticed that my best measure of how well I did the 8, 9, 10 was the top speed that I would have going into turn 1.
Yeah.
Totally.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a fun track.
It is.
Watch out for the couple spots you're going to cut off. Like this is, I'd call this in my top. This is in my upper half of tracks around, without a doubt. Like I like it.
It's a
fun.
really good facility. Yeah, we make jokes about the East Coast crowd, and it's a very East Coast crowd.
Oh yeah.
But yeah, it's a well run. It's a pretty part of the state. It's a pretty part of the country. Might be an air show this weekend. You never know.
I don't think this weekend, but anyway, that's okay. There's definitely gonna be planes flying around.
Mm-hmm.
Which is always fun, but it's a good track.
Speaking of that, at the 25 hour, I don't know who did it, but somebody hired one of the planes with the signs by them to fly around and do laps around the paddock that said, just don't be a dick ass. It wasn't dick ass because we asked them. It said, don't be a dick ass. It's 10 miles an hour in the paddock. And they did laps for like wonderful. An hour. It was amazing.
I hope if they didn't get an award, that's a shame. That's fantastic.
So good. Don't be a dick ass. It's 10 miles.
I did see that one. I saw that video.
Fantastic.
You guys too?
Yeah, looking forward to seeing everybody there.
All right.
Except you, Mental, but everyone
I'm
else.
sorry.
I know.
We'll see you the week after, though.
Yeah, seriously.
Exactly.
We'll see you in 10 days.
Oh.
So nice. Yeah.
We're bringing the band back together.
Uh-huh.
That's right. Got to hire us a photographer and get some updated photos for our press materials.
Maybe.
So
Yeah.
much.
Sounds good.
So much.
Yep.
Can't get
What is love? Who knows? Who knows?
I don't know. As long as you don't hurt me, that's all I care about. Anyway,
All right.
I guess that's it. What's our next show? Well, our next show is going to be some combination of NJMP Hangover and HPR preview because it's
Who's gonna be who's gonna be there? Who's gonna be on the show?
yeah, right.
What day? I don't even know.
It's 2 for 1, no matter
Exactly. It's we're going to be hungover at HPR. It's going to be awesome.
what. Yep. Fantastic. Well, thanks everybody.
CCA
All right.
at Jersey.
No
Great
safety
to see
tips,
ya.
nothing. All right. Stay hydrated.
Not this
Yeah.
week. Yeah, stay hydrated.
Yeah, good.
Don't bring potato salad.
Great.
Unless it's homemade. Homemade is okay. Not
Sure.
store-bought.
And get a cool shirt if you don't have one now. Get it now. Spend the $1,000 you don't want to do. Just get it because you're gonna die if not.
and if not, they have cool shirts at the pro shop.
And 2020 helmets. Oh,
Fantastic.
yo, dumbass.
Great. See you at the pool, everybody.
Bye.
All right. Now I got to figure out how to. Okay.
Thanks for downloading us. We hope you enjoyed this week's edition of Everyone Racers. We also hope you will join us in the world of driving, racing, and building because everyone can be a racer, even you. If you enjoyed this podcast, subscribe. It's totally free. Then go to iTunes and give us a 5-star rating. Even if you hated us, give us 5 stars and tell us why. If you have any questions or show ideas, drop us a comment on our Facebook page, Everyone Racers, or email us at everyone.racers@gmail.com. You can still text us at 484-243-0455. Find us on Instagram at everyone.racers, YouTube and Facebook under Everyone Racers, or even Reddit at /E1R. Thanks again, and until next week, keep the shiny side up, unless, like us, there is no shiny side, then just keep those wheels moving.